Exploits earned her the street name Rambo.
I would dress up like a dude. No makeup and fingernails and jewelry. All that would come off. Black shoes, black socks, black pants, black shirt, black coat, and a beanie. A red flag up under the beanie. And just put my work in. Boom, 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 boom. And back to my car, jump in and throw it in neutral, take that off. Next thing you know, I'm a girl, and I'm sexy, and I'm driving.
Sylvia dressed up like a man the day her brother Marcus was shot by the Crips.
I went home, because I knew where my dad hid his guns at, because I was planning on killing me a lot of Crips that day.
What 16-year-old Sylvia did next sealed her transformation from girl to gangster.
Shooting a gun. Shooting somebody. That first time. After that, it ain't hard to do. If you can get over it the first time, it's not nothing that you can't do again.
Compton, the original battleground for LA's violent street gangs.
We coming. On the real, you better keep y'all kids in the house, homie, because it's going town, homie.
Yeah, that's going through the walls.
That's real.
Compton sits just 22 miles southeast of the ritzy streets of Beverly Hills. Yet the homicide rate is 6 times higher than the national average. For gangbangers here, like this Crip, young Guess, death is no stranger.
I'm like kind of a professional mourner now, you know. Death don't really bother me like that. It hurt real bad when you love somebody and they die, but I don't give a about it no more.
Linda has lived in Compton for 3 decades and raised children here. She survives by staying inside.
I don't go out at night. The boogeyman is out at night. You know, you tell the kids that fairy tale, but it's really true.
Even going to school is a risky proposition. Linda's second oldest daughter, who goes by her street name Difficult, often packed weapons as a child.
Growing up where I be at, you gotta fight. You can't stay out of it. Whether you carry a knife, carry a mace, a bat, a pen, you could turn anything into a weapon. Your hands can be a deadly weapon.
She always wanted a gun, but I would never give her a gun. But I did give her a mace. I gave her a stun gun. You know, just to protect herself so she could make it home. I'd rather visit her in jail than have to go to a graveside.
Difficult wasn't the only girl packing weapons.
You already know I got the burner, cuz.
There are approximately 200 female gangbangers in Compton. Many of them hang out here in Looters Park.
Every day, all day, or you can catch me in the park doing my thing, pork story, giving it up, ain't turning out no things except in oil, and then, son.
We take hits, we take we give them back.
Looters Park is a 6-acre playground in the middle of Compton. Here, female gang members are used to police.
Take a look, it's like 6 cars out here right now, ain't even doing nothing.
They can see they got us surround the hood, my nigga, so, because we ain't got nowhere to go.
They block.
Looters Park is familiar territory for local police. Each day, police conduct raids and round up gang members.
Hey, baby.
A lot of gang members do hang out here and have hung out here. They have a lot of meetings here, and yeah, several people have been shot and killed here.
The park serves as headquarters for the Pyros, the largest and first blood set. Named after a street near the park, it is the same neighborhood where Sylvia Nunn, an original gangster in the Bloods, grew up.
To me, this is the grounds of the devil. You have bombs, you have smokers, you might have syringes in the sandbox, you might have razors in the sandbox, you might have crack pipes in the sandbox. If you dig deep, you might find a gun here or there. This park is a headstone to me. I have had so many loved ones die right here in this park, take their last breath. I have had so many homeboys and homegirls lay here in this park and the ambulance pick them up. And if hell is anything like this, I sure don't want to go.
Sylvia and her family first moved to Compton, then a largely white city, in the late 50s. Like many other middle-class black families, the Nuns were drawn by the city's single-family homes.
My mother and father worked hard to make sure that we had everything. We were a high-class, upper black family. I had a new car every year.
In the 1960s, racial tensions began growing as the civil rights movement gained momentum across the country. Then, on August 11th, 1965, Compton's relative peace was shattered. In the neighboring city of Watts, a white police officer beat a black man, Marquette Fry. Riots broke out, and for 6 days, looting and fighting ruled South LA. Donna Graham, an original gangster known as Cheetah, was 12 years old when her family got caught in the turmoil.
The police did run over my brother on 111th and Avalon, and they just left him there. They didn't go back to help him or nothing, just hit him and left him on the side of the tracks.
Cheetah's brother survived, but in just 6 days, 34 people were killed. More than 1,000 were injured. In the aftermath, whites fled Watts and Compton, but the unrest remained. City officials began enforcing unpopular laws that mandated the racial integration of schools. Children found themselves in new neighborhoods and began closing their ranks. Memories of the Watts riots were still fresh, and distrust of the LAPD ran high. In 1969, the first black gang in South Los Angeles, the Crips, was born.
We just protected our neighborhood and didn't allow no other persons coming over there destroying our neighborhood or messing with our older people. If we went somewhere and somebody fought, we all fought.
Compton answered with its own gang, the Bloods. Sylvia's older brother, Marcus, whose street name was China Dog, was a member.
My brother's a big deal. He's the dog. He's the bow wow wow, yippee-yo, yippee-yay. He the dog. They don't the dog.
Sylvia's father, Willie, a former professional boxer, taught her how to fight and shoot a gun.
My dad told me, I'm gonna teach you everything that a woman needs to know. You ain't gonna need a man but for one thing, and that's the bedroom. When I get finished with you, you're gonna be able to change your own flats, steal your own car, shoot your own gun, and fight your own fight. Cause you're my baby, and I don't want nobody effing with you.
In 1973, Sylvia's father was convicted of drug possession and sent to prison. With her father in jail, life in the nun home began to unravel. By the mid-70s, fighting between the Bloods and the Crips intensified, and gang membership exploded. From the beginning, women were in the mix. They were dubbed the Criplets and the Bloodettes. 18-year-old Cheetah, who lived in a Crips neighborhood, was pulled in reluctantly.
I didn't want to be a Criplet, and when I was asked, or I really wasn't asked, I was told.
At first, the female gangbangers were mainly support for the guys. They helped protect their neighborhoods from rivals by fighting, though rarely with guns.
It was like fighting, you know. Somebody would come over there and say, we'll meet you at the park, and they'll meet up and they would fight. But we wasn't shooting each other and stuff.
There was one girl who did carry a gun, Sylvia Nunn.
She was the youngest girl that really hung out at the park. Being 9 to 10 years old, she had a pistol always packed on her.
Sylvia wanted to prove she was as tough as her older brother Marcus. So she jumped when his homies asked her to help rob a gas station.
We walked over there, and they carry me on their shoulders, and then when they get up there, they walk up, she's in a booth, and they like, we finna rob this, you better not push no buttons. And then they took like the handle of their gun, bust the window out enough, and put me through it.
Sylvia took all the money from the register and gave it to the Bloods. Then she demanded her share.
Mom was like, that, y'all gonna give me some money too. And they was